Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Olive's Place, where real conversations meet both perspectives. My name is Olive, and today we have Natalia Jones. And today we're going to be talking about how college is the perfect time to make the best opportunities out of everything you have going on. And I just think that Natalia is a really good representation of that. And for a little bit introduction, she first calls by she, they. Any pronouns. She goes by yes. And we're excited to have her today. And she's a member of a class of 2025, graduating this May. Yay! Majoring in English with a minor in Africana Studies. And she's here at A&M University. She's also deeply involved in Aggie's promoting literacy and plays bass in two bands, Soft to Touch and Mr. Cat, which you guys can check out on Instagram, listen to some of their music. And involved and so many other things like initiating, promoting women's health care and global education. She's a great example of how to make the most out of college and to balance school with your passions. And I'm just glad to have her here. So let's get into it. Yay! Okay, so our first question is, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey at Texas A&M University, and how did you get into music, and what led you to choose English and African studies as your academic focus?
With my journey, I was born here in Bryan, College Station, specifically Bryan. There's a difference.
Very native, very native, yes.
And so grew up here my whole life, got into A&M. I was like top 10% of my high school class, so got a free ride. It was awesome. And I was like, okay, what are we gonna do? So I ended up actually starting off in statistics, and I switched. And so now I'm an English major. And during that same time, that was around my sophomore years when I started like becoming like more involved in like the actual like English department, like I believe second semester. And that's when I started picking up bass as well, because I went to a concert and one of the people there was like, hey, you look like you could be a bassist. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
And I've always had like a passion for music. I've always loved all genres. And I love like just everything about music. I think it's a great way people can be connected. So I was like, yeah, let me dabble. And I started dabbling. And now I'm here. With the Africana Studies program, I actually joined that my freshman year after my first semester. I took one class and I fell in love with it. And then now I am a student promoter for the program. Hey. So we have minors. If you wanna join, you should. It's awesome.
Learn about Black people.
Literally, learn about Black people.
Yes.
All around the world. And so it's just been like super eye-opening. It's been a great way for me to connect with other people like of all walks of life. And yeah, it's a little bit about me.
Oh, people are so complex here at A&M. Like everybody's always doing something.
Always something. There's always something.
Always something going on. Okay, so next question is, what's been the most rewarding part of being involved in so many different areas while being a student?
I think the most like rewarding thing is knowing that I like am making change in my community and like with the people that I work with. I think just seeing that, even if it's like the smallest bit, because everyone expects like, oh, you're gonna do something and it's gonna be like huge. Well, no, it's always like a small progression, and then you look back on it and you're like, wait, oh my gosh, I actually like changed so much. So I think that's been the most rewarding aspect, especially since like college can be so like heavy loaded. Just knowing that I made the time to help other people and make those connections, and now like I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I know so many people know me, and it's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I would say would be the most rewarding.
I think like the whole 4 to 5 years people are in college is like very, very important. You can make a lot of connections here, and people just like the whole like networking, like don't always network to get a job or don't always network to get more connections, but like just make friends, because these people, they can turn out to be really amazing.
Literally. Yeah. And like it's another thing too, like just knowing all of these people and like meeting all like different types of people, like walks of life. Again, like you just open yourself up to more opportunities, and then you can see like and try things out that you wouldn't have done beforehand.
Yeah.
Like I have friends that are in photography. I have friends that do like music, but not like they don't play, like they do
DJ?
Like DJing.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the word. They're DJing. And like people that do like podcasts and like content creating, and like if I never met these people, I wouldn't be like open to trying new things out myself, and probably would miss out on so many things like about learning myself, or just like not doing it when like now I'd probably do it like 5 years from now, which I'm like, oh my gosh, I liked it the whole time. So it really gets you out of your shell.
Exactly. Just find out people and see what, like, even if you see someone who doesn't have the same interests as you, you never know what's out there. Like, if you don't know, you don't know. It takes time.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Truly. Okay. So many students feel like they have to pick one path, either focus solely on academics or follow their passion projects. How have you found a balance, and how can other students make time for their passions as well?
Okay, because I was one of those students. I was like so like education, academic, focused to the point where I was like, I can't do anything else but work in school. And then I finally was just like, you know what? I actually need to like
You need
do
an outlet.
something.
Yeah.
I need something on the resume. Like this is not good. And so like just recognizing that led me to be able to be like, okay, let me work on my time management skills. And so then, you know, you have to, I think it's more like a trial and error because not everyone's schedule is going to be fit for you.
Yeah.
Like, I work better after I take a 4-hour nap, and then I can just work for like 5 hours after that and do what I want to do and organize things.
Some people work better after like 2 hours at the gym.
Literally.
So, hey.
Some people like to go on a walk. Some people like to just like do it all in one sitting and then just knock out.
Yeah.
You just got to figure it out.
You
You got to figure it out. And so, yeah, definitely time management has been like the best skill. And it's always like changing. It's never going to be like something you just learn and then you're done.
Exactly.
Like as years go on, months go on, even weeks, like it's going to change. And so you need to be able to just be able to adapt to it and figure out what works best for you and just put it there.
Literally, I figured out for me, like, I'm a big list person, so I need to write all down my task every single day or every single beginning of the week, and then just focus on like 3 to 4 areas that I want to improve on, and knock those out as soon as possible. Because I feel like it's a lot of little tasks that build up and give you the most stress. Like, oh, I should have done this before. Well, you can do it right now.
Literally.
You can do it right now. So a lot of people can't take that into, because like maybe just do a list, but if you're not a list person, find out what works for you. I know some of my friends say terrible list people.
Yeah.
But hey, they still get the work done. And
Like,
you're still here getting the work done.
We got whiteboards.
Hey!
You could just have a little sticky note on your laptop.
I get sticky notes on my fridge, my mirror too.
Yeah, even just like an alarm on your phone. Or have like notifications on like some sort of like tech that you know you will open.
Yeah.
Just saying like, hey, you should probably do this today. And it just helps so much because then you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, it's there. I can see it and kind of process that instead of being like, oh, I know I had something to do today. And then it's tomorrow and you needed to have it done yesterday.
It is what it is. Like, also, if you see the notification and you completely ignore it, that's on you, bro.
Like, low-key.
Like, that's literally on you. You knew what was coming up. But hey, moving on. Okay, so at TEMU, there's a lot of resources, but sometimes it's hard to know where to start. I know me personally, like I came into A&M, and it was during COVID time, so that's a completely different experience than a lot of people. I didn't do fish camp, but I was a fish camp counselor, and that's when I knew about a lot more resources. And every single day, even like the Queer Empowerment Council, we're doing an episode about Dragonland and what's happening right now about the whole fiasco happening there, but I learned a lot of resources that are available to queer students as well, so I thought that was really interesting. How have you taken advantage of the opportunities here to support your creative and social pursuits?
So I will give advice.
Yeah.
Office hours.
Yeah.
Go to office hours.
Yes.
Like
They get paid to help you.
They get paid to help you, and your professors know like so much on what is on this campus because they work here. And they get flyers all the time for like events, panels, even just like little like socials. And they can bring you with them. Or they can like just be like, hey, you should go to this. I would recommend it. And just like taking that first step, I know it's scary. I never went to office hours. I talked to my advisor, I think my freshman year, but I never went to like my professor's office hours. Regret it. Now I'm like more comfortable with going to them and like talking with them because I'm like, you know what, I'm a senior. Like,
yeah, you have nothing to lose.
Like, help me. Like,
Please.
I need to graduate. But like, people just like never want to go, I guess, because like, you know, nerves, and that's like so like understandable, especially if you're like coming in from a different state or you're like a student that's like an immigrant or like you just don't feel like here, you don't feel like comfortable, you're still learning like how it is on campus.
I feel like it could also be an ego thing.
Yes.
Like some
yes.
people graduated like top of their class and they're like, oh, I never went to office hours
Yeah,
in
like,
high school.
Oh,
You're
I
in
never needed help. Like, babes, you're gonna need help now.
Well, college is not the same as high
It is
school,
not
so
the
wrap it
same.
up. Start talking to them teachers immediately.
Like, and the quicker you do it, the easier it gets in the long run, because then you're not shy. And I mean, they literally have that block for you to go and talk to them. They want you to go and talk. I have a professor that literally had office hours, and he was like, guys, like, we have an exam coming up.
Ain't nobody showed up.
Nobody showed up.
It's desolate.
But babes, I studied. But anyway,
Hey!
but
Also do that.
literally study. Study, please. Because then there have been so many times, and I will just be honest, where I have been like rushing to get something done, and then like in the middle of rushing my notes, I'm like, wait, this is really interesting. And then
Like,
you have to look.
probably
Yeah,
read that beforehand.
literally, like maybe I should have read that like
2 weeks
earlier.
ago.
So
Ooh. It's fine. I think it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like I should have like, cause like with me, it's like a lot of books, so I'm like, oh, like now I have to go back and read that because I'm interested instead of just already having done it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ugh. So just like do the work.
Yeah, I know for like me as an econ major, we had an exam last week, hard. Like it was so hard that my professor was saying before the exam started, any of y'all don't feel ready for the exam, you can just turn it in and get an automatic 30%.
That's crazy.
Like I was like, damn, let's come there, Bucko. Let's come there. But I studied and I was like, this is super interesting. I love economics. Economics masters, love that course. But it's a lot of math heavy. And if you have like a math heavy course, you gotta study that like weeks before.
Yes.
It's all about memorization. Like in my particular field, it's all about memorization. So go to office hours. Sometimes professors are not the best at office hours.
That is also true. You have to kind of read the room.
Read the
But
vibes.
like also just try it. Cause like if you go to one and you realize like, oh, anyways, I'm not really digging that, you don't have to go again.
You don't. Just ask people in your class.
Literally.
Make friends with people in your class, by
Make
the way.
friends. Just talk, even if it's just like 2 people. Just
Those people
introduce.
might save your grade.
Yes.
Might save your grade, God.
My professor in my department for the Africana Studies program, he has this thing called, it's literally like El Amor. Like, so we just have like 5 minutes before class.
Yeah.
And he makes you talk to people in the class. Like, it's 5 minutes just dedicated to talking to your classmates.
Social hour, go. Tell me
Literally.
something, like icebreaker immediately.
And he's like, don't just exchange names. Like, talk about like what you like say what you did this weekend. Like, how are you feeling about this? Like, what
Yeah.
classes are you taking? Like, what are your hobbies? Like, did you eat breakfast? Like, literally just like small talk like that with just people in your class will get you so far. Because I've met so many people in my classes from doing that I'm like, oh my gosh, I can like reach out and be like, oh my gosh, do you know anything about this?
Yeah.
Or, hey, I know you like know things about this topic because it's your major. Can you help me? So that would like literally just talk to the people in your class.
Yeah.
At least 2. Because then once you meet 2, you can meet 5 through them.
Hey.
And then that's 10 people. That's
web.
4. Like then you're just literally like.
It's a web of people.
And also multicultural services in the MSc. Go.
At the DMS?
No, here. It's at the top floor.
Oh. So it's not the DMS.
Wait, no. It might be. No, it's on this floor. No, it's
Oh,
on
you
this floor.
mean this
It's on this floor.
okay.
It's on this floor. It's on this floor. I was like, wait, hold on.
It's on the lower floor.
Guys, show me.
Right.
Yeah. It's on the lower floor of the MSc, please.
Oh, okay.
Please. Go to it. Like, they're paid to help you.
True.
They
I know
have
which one you're talking
information.
about, with, like,
Yeah.
the different organizations.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They're really cool. There's a lot of Black and Hispanic and Asian orgs there. People of color.
Yay.
So I've been there multiple times, like to study, even just to study and chill out there. Very cool place. Very cool place.
Yeah, just go.
You never know what you're gonna find.
Exactly.
Okay, so next, what's your process for managing stress, and do you have any tools or strategies that have helped you stay on track?
Okay. My advice, well, not my advice, my version is not what everyone will enjoy. I've gotten so much backlash, especially in college, of people being like, what? But it works for me. Okay,
Yeah, it works for you,
chill
it works
me. I'm a big napper. I love to sleep. So when I get stressed, I have 2 options. Wait. 2 options, but it kind of 3 with an added little thing. 1, I play bass. So I play my bass for like an
hobby.
hour.
Yeah.
A hobby.
Exactly, it works. If it works, it works.
Get a hobby. Wait, I think, yes, get a hobby, but don't make money off of it. Just have it as a hobby. You can have hobbies that you can make money with and like profit off of. But if you're trying to have something that's low stress and like not something you have to put a lot of like into, just have something that you can do that you don't have to like, oh, I have to do sales, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this.
Just vibe.
Just vibe with it. Because like with bass for me, it's like two things. Like I can play it at my house and just chill and like sit in my own room and just have my headphones on with my interface and just play and chill. And then I have the other side where I go out and I go out and perform. And that's like a big thing. So like it's like a nice hobby because it's like, oh, I'm enjoying this. I also get to do something with it in the future. I'm improving my skills. Yes. So a hobby. Have one that you can profit off of, but have one that you won't. Or like don't want to. Just keep it as a hobby. Second one, I talk with my hands. Second one, I take a nap. I like to sleep. Like sleep is so important, and I hear, and I know some people. This is where people get me, and I'm so sorry. You need the sleep. You can't survive off of 3 Red Bulls and think you're gonna be okay. No, eat a meal. Go to bed. Even if it's go on a walk. Just like do something like that's gonna give you rest. Like sit down.
Don't you can't be jumping up all over the place. Sit down.
Cause like I've met people that are like, yeah, I haven't slept in like 24 hours. What?
Your brain's deteriorating.
Like
you're literally dying.
You're literally like the cells are eating away at itself.
Ding, ding,
like
ding,
you
ding,
need
ding.
to just like take a little like siesta and like call it a day. So yeah, for me, like with like relaxing is I will take some time like out of my day.
Yeah.
If I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed, to just be like, look, you gotta lay to rest. Literally.
Even God rest.
Take like exactly.
Even God rest it.
Like take a like 2-hour nap, 1-hour nap, 30-minute nap, a cat nap. That's also
don't go on your phone.
Yeah, don't go on your phone. Just like even if you just lay down. And don't sleep. Just like lay down with your eyes closed and just like it's okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna work out.
After that nap though.
After that nap. It's gonna be okay. But you have to let your body rest. Like genuinely. You have But that was like the third thing is like I like to take a nap and my cats. Like just take a nap with me.
Everybody with pets.
Yes. Take a nap with your pets.
They're there for a reason.
Yes.
Your emotional support animals, they're there for a reason.
And cats have healing frequencies when they purr. So let them purr on you. They're helping you.
What the purr? Love that.
Oh, please. They're paying the rent. They're paying the rent.
Exactly. Networking is often discussed as something every college student needs to focus on. I know like everybody's applying for internships right now, or you already had your internship. Congrats if you have. If you haven't, chill out. You got time, bro. Not that much time, but you have time. Anyways, but it can also be intimidating or even feel like a chore. How did you start building connections in different communities like music, education, and activism?
Music, education, activism. Okay, music. I just started reaching out to people that I knew. Okay, I won't get into it. I started reaching out to people that I knew played music.
Yeah.
And I was like, what advice would you give me? Do you know anyone that would like to play music with me?
And it worked out?
I'm not gonna get into it. Yes, it worked out in the long run. You will have your ups and downs with people.
Some
Just
people
be
are
ready for it. Gatekeepers. Some people are just mean. Some people are racist. I won't get into it.
Some people will just hate you, and that's okay.
Yeah, some people are just jealous.
Literally
and
okay.
they don't, and I think like one thing you're gonna have to realize.
We can bleep that out.
Wait, okay.
I was like, you talking about this girl? Yeah.
Wait, oh my God,
I blocked her.
Girl.
I blocked her.
No.
I stand with my people.
Wait, bleep it out, but keep that because I could literally like I saw my like face from like a third person perspective just drop, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah. Wait, this is gonna get bleeped. Yeah, that bitch. Yeah. Racist and jealous. Anyways.
Ooh.
Girl.
Black History Month Part 2?
See, Black History Month may have ended, but it's every day for me, babes.
And I rise up like the day. I rise up.
No, because
Why,
don't.
yes.
No, because don't piss me off. Oh. No, because tell me what. Nope. I need to calm down.
Why, yes. Let's collect ourselves. Go on.
Yeah.
Networking.
Yes. But yes, reach out to people. Like, if you have, again, hobbies, and even if you're just interested in something and it doesn't work out, like, in the long run, but if you're interested and you just want to try it, just, like, message people that may have some experience or know someone that does it.
Yeah.
Because like 90% of the time, they're going to be like, oh, yeah. 10% of the time, they'll be like, but 95% of the time, they'll be like, oh my gosh, yeah. Because you have a collective interest now. You have like a shared interest. And they're like, oh, you like that too. Twin.
And do.
So for music, that's kind of what I did is I just started reaching out. And now that kind of feeds into like the activism part is I've been able to meet so many people in the community, in the music scene that have like that collective like idea of like helping people and community and people should have rights. So
hot topic. Should people have rights? This is Jubilee. This is Jubilee.
Everybody leave a comment down below. Should people have rights?
Y'all know the Jubilee videos where it's like, should people have rights? This is an argument for, this argument against.
And it's like 1 versus 25. What? I'm like, babes, what is going on?
Giving people a platform for no reason.
Some people have too much time. Help.
But yes, back to community.
But yes, so that's how, like, with activism, it's just really helped me meet a lot of people. It's just reaching out. And if you see something and you're like, wait, I like that, just message, email.
Girl.
Work on your email skills.
Skype.
Email, Skype, Zoom.
Hotmail. Facebook DM.
Oh.
X. Hey.
Hey, I mean, if it works, it works.
You never
if it works,
know.
it works.
You never know.
But, so, it was, music.
Activism, education.
Education. Networking with education is like, talk to your professors. Again, they know people.
I feel talking is the main
It's literally just talking. And it's so scary. I get it, like, at first, because I was super nervous coming into college, because I was like, because I'm a little bit of an introvert, I'll be honest. And that's fine, but you have to put yourself and your interest up there. They're not just going to hand it to you and be like, oh, here, try this. No.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Exactly. You need to be able to speak up for yourself and say what you want, say what you like, and just be forward about it, because boldness will really get you so far. Like, I go up to I've met professors, because I network a lot at my job.
Yeah.
But I meet a lot of professors there, or a lot of people in academia, and literally they'll be like, oh, I remember talking to you about this. Here's this person that I think would be interested in you talking with. Or I'll reach out to them and be like, oh, do you know anybody? And they're like, oh, here's like a list of 5 professors or 5 people across the United States that you can email.
That you would never have found about.
That I would have never known.
Yeah.
So, again, talk to your professors. Get close to a few of them, because obviously you will need like letter of recs. But at the same time, they know people that can help you in education.
You never know. You might like academia.
Literally.
You never know.
Literally. You might, because at first, I didn't even know we had an Africana Studies program here. I took the one class when I saw it. I was like, oh, yeah, elective, cool.
Been there ever since.
Now I'm like, wait, let me get into it. Let me get into it. Because you just never know unless you try.
Exactly. You've been balancing your passions during your time in college, but what happens like after graduation? Hey, how do you plan to continue pursuing your music and advocacy work after Texas A&M University?
I'm just gonna keep being me. I'm gonna keep being me. Don't sacrifice yourself, like post-grad. Like, yes, this is the time to like explore and figure out, and you have a little bit more time because it's more school focused, but also like some people have families, some people have to. So like when you figure out something that you like, don't give it up, because you have to go into the workforce.
Yeah.
Like, find a way to continue and like to incorporate it into your lifestyle and your time, time management. You don't have to just give up everything because you're like, oh, now I have a 9 to 5.
What's that 5 to 9 looking like?
Yeah, like you still got a little bit of time after that. Like,
you truly do.
Dinner only takes like an hour. Like, come on, guys.
And so, no, college is the perfect time to also learn how to grocery shop. Grocery shop, clean after yourself, get a schedule for yourself. Like, I know everybody's from the age of 18 to 22 in college. this really is like the perfect time. If you have roommates, learn how to live with people. If you hate your roommates, I don't know what to tell you then. But if you live alone, we got like 3 HEBs in College Station.
Yes.
Figure it out. We got an Aldi's in Bryan. We got do we have a Kroger around here?
Yes. I think there's one in College Station and one in Bryan.
Oh, I'm not a Kroger person. I'm a
I'm
Heb
not either.
person.
I'm an Aldi.
And you know what? You're so real. I'm a Heb person. Heavy. Here, everything's better. And they meant it. So, learn how to grocery shop. Learn how to meal prep.
Yes. Literally, meal prepping is so convenient. But find a way to
cook.
Learn how to cook. Find a way to switch it up so you don't get tired of eating the same thing over and over and over again. It makes it so much easier to just be like, yeah, I can like put all of these things in a marinade, freeze it, and then just take it out and have like something different every time. Every time. Find a way.
Yeah.
Do it. You're gonna have to eventually.
Hey. Also, as someone who also does a lot of stuff in college, like I do podcasting, content creation, social media, I'm getting my master's, I'm in an internship, I'm a social media manager for a church. I go to the gym, I like to cook. I have found out that for the past like 4 to 5 years, the reason I'm like so and everything I do and I'm very consistent is because I like doing the things I do. Like cooking, especially, I learned how to cook junior year. That's when we actually first met.
Yeah.
I learned how to cook around that time because I bullied myself into it. I was like, I'm a grown adult.
I remember that.
No, like it got to a point. It really got to a point.
I remember the group chat. We were like,
Oh my God. Side note. So we have another third friend, Julia. Yes. Love her. She lives in Austin. She runs things called Jules and Gems. So they're creative events. There's going to be a big one on March 12th in Austin. Check it out for spring break.
Yes.
But little plug right there. They both know a lot more about food safety than I do. My parents never taught me how to cook. I kind of just winged it my entire life until I was like, hey, it's getting crazy. I gotta learn how to cook. And then I didn't know how to eat vegetables. I didn't know how to cook vegetables.
I didn't know how to eat vegetables.
And I was like, they had to teach me how to cut vegetables at my big grown age. And the thing is, I gagged. I learned to gag it.
I think my favorite incident was the rice incident.
What did I do?
Oh my God. Wait, can I spill it?
Oh, yes. Spill it.
Olive had rice from a party you had. Like a friend potluck.
Uh-huh.
And the thing about rice is you're really not supposed to eat it after like a few days.
Which is BS. My ancestors have been doing this forever. My ancestors have been living, and you know what? Go on.
Okay,
Go on.
but I just remember it was like 2 weeks after.
I would.
And I went over there and I was like, Olive, what are you eating? And you're like, oh, it's like this rice dish that our friend Cam.
Was that after Christmas?
Yes.
Oh, I would.
And I was like, Olive, throw it away.
And yet I'm alive and well, am I not?
Yeah, well, yes, but well, yes. And I'm alive. No, but then it was, how long have you been eating this for? Girl, you said the whole time. I was like, but you know
I know
what?
better now.
We live and we learn.
And we live and we learn. The thing is, what doesn't kill you make it stronger. Exactly, we live and we learn. But also, like, literally learn how to cook. Like, it gets to a point. But if you're back to the purpose of college, right? Making the most out of college. Back to the original point. If you want to do something, you need to learn to like it first. Like, I wanted to start going to the gym in like sophomore year, right? This is like just a little anecdote. I want to start going to the gym in sophomore year. To go to the gym, you have to learn how to cook and eat first. You can't go on the gym on an empty stomach. That's stupid. If you don't know how to eat properly, going to the gym is not going to do anything. You're just going to, like, what, bulk up? Bulk up what? You're going
to pass out on the Stairmaster.
And people going to look at you and be like, girl. And especially if you're going to the rec, everybody there is buff. Like, the rec is intimidating, first of all. But I first started learning how to cook and started learning how to eat better. And now this year, I made it the vision board. I was doing the vision board every single year. I made it a resolution to go to the gym consistently, and I have been doing it. My body, because I learned how to. I think I learned how to eat first. Like I learn how to eat. That means I learn how to cook. And that means I keep on doing it. Every single thing that I do for myself is based around making myself a better human being. I'm not just going to do something for no reason that gives me no purpose in life. A lot of people tend to go towards alcoholism whenever they're stressed in college, and I feel like that's something that's like freshman year, at least like a lot of freshmen and sophomores to do pre-games.
Yes.
It's always the Pink Whitney, the Fireball, the vodka, Sweatica, and I'm like,
Actifulio, Don Julio, hey! Where the Hennessy at? No. No, literally.
And I'm like, that's cool and everything, but it gets to a point where there's no reason for you to have a pink little Stanley cup in the morning at your 8 a.m. class and there's vodka in it. Not Red Bull. Not Starbucks, vodka. And that's not okay.
You use your resources. if you sense that you're going down that path,
Yeah.
and you can like feel like, oh, you know, maybe I shouldn't be drinking 32
times a
ounces
day.
of like vodka and cranberry juice at 8 a.m. in the morning right before I go to class.
And you're perfectly fine. Like, yeah, you can be fine too, but your body is not fine.
No, your body has adjusted and that's not good.
Yes, especially like at a young age.
Yes.
People, I feel like a lot of people, especially on social media, they contort their alcoholism into being young and turnt.
Yeah, no.
You're an alcoholic.
Babes, that liver is still in your body.
That AA meeting's waiting for you.
Yes, just so you're paying for it. Use the resources and get the help because you don't want to fall down that path and it'll literally hinder you from being able to do what you actually like. You're just gonna stay like, oh, well, this is what makes me happy. This is what keeps me comfortable. Like chills, like keeps my anxiety at bay. But in reality, it's just making it worse because then when you start wanting to do other things, you're like, I can't do this without alcohol. Girl, that's not good.
Taking a shot.
Recognize the signs, recognize
Yes,
the
yes,
signs.
yes.
And if you see anybody going through, help. Give them help because it's not, nothing to play about.
Instead of pre-gaming, how about a book club?
Yeah.
That's so old lady of me.
And we're not saying like don't go out and have fun.
Get
like no,
turned.
like get turned, but
Good Bull is fun. Get turned.
do it at a reasonable level.
Why, yes.
Don't be going out every single day of the week.
A Tuesday on a stripper pole, a Tuesday night.
On a Tuesday?
You got an 8 a.m. on a Wednesday. That don't sound right.
Girl, you got a midterm next week. Like hit them books.
And then after the midterm, shake some ass.
Yes, celebrate.
Celebrate! Next question. Are there any fears or uncertainties you've had about turning your passions into something more long-term, and how have you worked through them?
Oh yeah, all the time.
yes. Okay.
Literally every day. Because the thing is, life is just so unpredictable
And is?
that you never know what's gonna happen. And so I worry all the time. I'm like, oh my gosh, am I gonna be able to like pull this music stuff off? Am I gonna like be able to go abroad? Am I gonna be able to do this? Am I gonna be able to continue to work in the community the way I want to, especially with a lot of things that are going on in the world? You just gotta kind of take it day by day and like realize that what happens will happen, and rejection is redirection.
Yes, God's plan.
Like-
Oh, clock it?
Yep.
Because I also do have fears, because why? I'm a human being. My therapist, which I've been going to therapy for almost 2 years, hallelujah, she calls it the dead man's goals. If you have, like, if you wish to have no fears, like no anxiety, like that,
Yes.
you're not dead, you are human beings, you're gonna have these feelings. But also, I get the same sentiment where I wanted to study abroad, I'm about to graduate, girl. I'm gonna go abroad, period.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide. Going abroad, like seeing different cultures. I want to go to Tanzania. I want to go to Spain. I want to go to Brazil. I want to go to Jamaica. All these cool places. Sierra Leone. I want to do all these things. And then I want also want to get a post-grad job. I don't know if I want to like take a month off from like working in school, like just because some people can do that. Like some people just do that. I asked my advisor, and she was like, "Yeah, some people just take a couple months off and then start working, and that's fine." I'm like, "Oh, right." Like the thing is, like there's other options of life, and you can only find that out by meeting other people and talking to them.
And that's like going into that, like I feel like the United States, like the culture we have of working is just like you have to constantly go.
Capitalism.
But like when I went abroad, I literally was like, wait, we have nap time? Well, I mean, we knew we had like CSS and stuff, but like I was like, but this is like just ingrained, like it's built like you are supposed to have time to yourself. And like find a way to just like, meet people, because you never know that you can do these things until you start like
the world is quite big. You can actually, you know, like my favorite celebrity right now is Doechii, because like I saw her journey. I didn't see her journey actually. I like started seeing the videos of what she was doing when she was like 21. And she was like, I just got fired from my job. I'm just gonna like do this music. She did it, and now she just won a freaking Grammy.
Literally.
Like if you just around and find out, you don't know what could possibly happen, but you also need to meet people that, I just find it so interesting because I always feel like I have a lot of anxiety about my expectations. Like I do want to, right? We know each other quite well.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning of the year, I put for a postgrad. I want to like move to New York City and get a postgrad job in marketing. I'm now meeting people who actually live in New York City. Like some people like DMing me like, "Oh my God, you're moving to New York City." Like they're Black queers, right?
Yeah.
Let's be friends, right? And I'm asking them, "What's your temperature right now?" Because it's sunny outside here. What's your temperature right now? They're like, "Oh, it's freezing cold. It's negative 30." I'm like, "Oh."
And this girl don't work in the cold.
I thrive in the summertime. My skin turns a really deep orange reddish in the summertime, and I love it. That's my real color.
I'm in my winter shade right now, guys.
It's okay. You're gonna get darker. You're gonna get darker.
Girl, I hope.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But it's the fact that what you expect life to be might not always be the best options for you.
Yes.
And the thing is, you just don't know all the options. So how about you take a step back, reorganize your thoughts. And yes, if you want to do something, like if you want to study abroad, yeah. Maybe you want to study abroad in Spain. What if it doesn't end up happening in Spain, but you end up like studying abroad in, what's the next country next to Spain? Portugal, but like then you
But
go.
girl, you can literally go like right across.
Like-
Like I would say like you could just go like to like just like anywhere in Europe. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, if we're talking about that,
Yeah.
when you go somewhere and you're like, oh, this isn't what I wanted, but it's nearby, babes.
You basically got it.
You
Just different
basically,
path.
you just.
Sometimes God pushes you in like different,
Yeah.
like, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. And this is like also my girlfriend said, where she was saying like, what if you don't get the postgrad job in New York, but again like in San Francisco, which is like a warmer area.
Yes.
And but the things you're having conferences in New York City during the summertime, and I'm like, wait, T, like I wouldn't be mad at that. I feel like some people's expectations for life is where a lot of my anxiety comes from, because if I'm not meeting my own expectations, then I feel like I'm shaking, quaking.
Yeah.
Going crazy. But no, sometimes God just has a different plan
No,
for me.
literally. And you won't know what that plan is
Until you get
truly
there.
until you get there. And that's
Yeah.
why, like, yes, it's good to look in the future and know what you want long term
And work towards it.
and work towards it, but be prepared for there to be like redirection in that journey and some like eye openings. Like, oh,
Yeah.
maybe I could do this. Like with your example, like I could live in San Fran, but I could also
It's
do
actually quite
conferences.
warm right now,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you would love that.
I
literally.
actually love warm weather. So if anybody's hiring in San Francisco for someone in public policy, I have 2 degrees in economics. I'm great at marketing. Prouding myself up. But yes, hit me up at Digital Dollar. Anyways, but yes, you're so right. So just follow your passions. Don't get hung up on your expectations.
Yes.
Just vibe a little bit. Just try your hardest. And that's all you can do. Just try your freaking hardest. Okay. Next question is, before we wrap up, I'd love to hear any final thoughts you have for students who might be struggling to figure out how to pursue their passions in college. So like what advice, if you have any, for students who might not know where to start or who like feel very overwhelmed right now by everything going on in their lives?
You are your biggest critique.
And it is.
You like, and not to say this in like a mean way, but there's like a meme that I saw, and this little girl was like, I feel like, I forgot what celebrity it was actually, and she was like, you people pay too much attention to yourself.
I know, cause yeah, she ate that up.
Like,
Nobody cares about you more than you care about yourself.
yes.
I actually don't. I just actually have not noticed the acne on your face. I actually have not noticed that you gained weight. I have not noticed anything. Because I'm focused on myself.
Yes, like everyone's focused on themselves and their own path. They're not caught up on like, oh, did you see what she's wearing today? No
No.
one cares. No one cares.
No.
And if they care, that makes them like
A fan.
Literally, because like, babes, do we not have a hobby? What are your ambitions? Why are you focused on me?
Oh my God. Also, on social media, if you find yourself comparing yourself to other people, unfollow them.
Yes.
No, like actually unfollow them immediately. There's this one girl, literally, I love her content, right? But I found myself always looking at her content and comparing myself to her because she does beauty content, right? She gets like so many brand like PR, like from YSL, from Fenty, from this. And I'm like, first of all, I want to do more beauty content because I like makeup. I just have to learn how to do makeup first. But we're gonna do that. And I found myself always looking at her story, her stuff. I said, let me just unfollow.
Yes.
It got to a point, like it was getting to a point of just like it was not admire, it was getting to jealousy and envy, and I don't like when I have those feelings. So I just like
Yes.
stop it.
So if you catch yourself like thinking too much about other people and what they think of you, or like
Just thinking too much about other people.
Yeah, thinking too much about other people, or like how you can be more like them.
Wrap it up. It ain't serving you. Yeah, you get an idea
Yeah.
of what you can do, but if it gets into comparison territory, wrap it up.
Because, like, at the end of the day, you're going to, like, meet people that you're like, oh, like, that's cool. Like, I want to do that, which is good.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't get to it where you're like, oh,
Like it gets to a point.
I could do that
Yeah.
better than that person. And then you're just kind of caught up in that mentality of, like, it has to always be a competition.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be at all.
No.
You can just live.
And it's good, like, you're discovering, like, yourself and what you want, but it's just going to keep you back, like,
Yeah.
truly.
Literally.
Yeah.
Okay, so first, thank you so much, Natalia Jones.
Yay!
For joining us today and sharing your story. I had a great time. Good yapper. Yapper
I love a
girl.
good yap sesh.
Yes, that's what Olive's Place is all about. Yapping. Someone described this like Olive's Place as a campus living room. It's a college living room, just talking. And it's been such an insightful conversation about making sure college is a time for growth and not just survival. We hope listeners feel inspired to pursue their own passions and also just take advantage of the resources on campus and just around them, because there's so many people doing so many amazing things, and there's no reason why you can't be one of those amazing people as well. So first, for a little outro, where can listeners find you online and find your journey in music?
So, my Instagram handle, and most of my handles, if you type this in, it should pop up with me because they're all pretty similar. It's Nats Attack. NATZATTACKS.
Yes.
Yes. So that's my account on like Instagram,
X.
Twitter, and TikTok. Yes. For my bands, Soft to Touch, it's soft to the number 2, period, touch on Instagram. And then Mr. Cat, we do have a Spotify, so you can look us up on there. But it's also Mr. Cat on Instagram.
Love. And my stuff, you can reach me at Olive's Place with digital.olive on Instagram and TikTok. I will be partnering more with Natalia, so remember to follow them and to see all their stuff and all their recordings and everything they have to post. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. It was great to have you guys. And college is also the time to grow, so make sure to do as much as possible in college, but also to take a break, because you have the ability to take a break.
Yes.
You have the privilege to take a break, so you deserve it.
You should take a break.
And both personally and professionally, take a break, but also work towards your future, because you deserve it. So keep chasing those dreams, everybody. Thank you for being here at Olive's Place, and I hope to see you later. Bye!